All right, we're back, baby.
We're here.
Woo!
We
Episode
here.
6. We're here.
Wakanda forever!
Well, I'm going to start off by saying why I chose Us.
Yep.
I chose the movie Us. Jordan Peele's Us.
Us.
Follow up to Get Out. And I chose it because I just want to be black. No, I chose it. I honestly, after watching it, I kind of regret choosing it, but I chose it because I thought it'd be a cool movie to watch.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was definitely not as good as I thought it'd be.
No.
Thanks.
We all hadn't seen it, so
No,
it
yeah, I
was
was like, cool, like a movie that we wanted to see when it came out earlier this year. And it was just, man, what a letdown.
Yeah.
And Get Out, I don't think I saw Get Out in theaters. I saw it on DVD.
Yeah, same here.
And I don't know. Was I a big fan of Get Out? Like, I'm starting to question my...
I wasn't.
You weren't?
No, I thought it was all right.
Yeah. Is he overrated, Jordan Peele? The Jordan Peele is on?
Yeah.
I don't know if maybe he just for us, he needs to be with someone else or something.
What do you mean?
Because I like his ideas, but...
As like a writer?
Yeah.
It's not...
I just don't know if like the execution is all there.
Yeah, like I like some of the acting in this movie.
Mm.
You know, I like the girl Lupita Nyong'o. She's good.
Yeah, she's wicked good.
All right, well let's start off with talking about some of the actors. Let's talk about the cast first. We got Lupita Nyong'o.
Yep. Say that 3 times fast.
Lupita Nyong'o. Lupita Nyong'o as Adelaide. I didn't even know that was her name.
Yeah.
Adelaide?
Adelaide.
Really?
Did they say that once in the movie?
I don't know. He might have. The husband might have said it.
Yeah.
You got Winston Duke, who's also in Black Panther.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's the
He's
rival
like the chief guy.
like,
Yeah.
tribe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Not really rival, just beefing.
And then you got oh my god, hold on. There's breaking news. Antonio Brown accused of rape by former trainer who has filed a lawsuit.
Oh my god.
What the
Is that
fuck?
real?
I swear to God.
What the fuck?
There's breaking news.
Yeah, I mean it's not movie related, but that's what
Sounds like Oakland's really pissed.
Oh my god, what the fuck? We just traded Demaryius Thomas. Imagine that. Imagine Antonio Brown. We cut him because of this, and we lost Demaryius Thomas.
Yeah, because that's the one thing with the Patriots is, with drugs, whatever, they're willing to work with you, but domestic and anything like that, they have a no tolerance policy.
Innocent until proven guilty, but rape? You hear that word rape.
Yeah.
That's not good.
That's a hard R.
That is not good.
It's not pleasant on the
All
ears.
right, let's get back to...
I don't want to say I told you so, but...
Yeah, he is crazy. All right, we got Winston Duke, obviously from Black Panther. Plays the husband, Gabe. You got Elizabeth Moss from like Handmaid's Tale. Get him to the Greek. Mad Men.
Such
She plays the friend.
interesting looking woman.
You got Tim Heidecker as the friend of the husband.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got the daughter, Shahadi Wright Joseph. You got the son, Evan Alex. That's pretty much the cast. Small cast.
Who plays the other family?
I told you. Elizabeth Moss.
No, the copies.
Them.
I'm just kidding.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, the casting for this was just amazing.
Yeah, the doppelganger cast looks so spot on.
Oh my god.
You would almost think.
Do you think they used practical effects for that?
No, I think it was full CGI.
Do you think it was like a Bruce Willis and Joseph Gordon-Levitt
That was
situation?
the best
think so,
animated film I've
actually.
ever seen. That was the best animation I've ever seen.
This movie was written, directed, and produced by Jordan Peele.
Wow. He needed someone else.
Do you
Too
think
much
so?
for one guy.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. There's things I like about this movie.
There's things
There's
I
things
like.
I
I
don't
like
like.
things about this movie more than I like things about Get Out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I like how this one's more of like a bigger scale story and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I don't know, Get Out did things better where it was like kind of a better movie.
Yeah, Get Out.
It
has
made
some
like
cool
it
imagery.
made more sense.
Like when he's in that, when he's going into that fucking deep when they put him in the drug thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty cool. And I actually do like the twist of Get Out.
Like as trippy as it was, like the logic of it made more sense. Whereas this movie's like easier to poke holes in.
Mm-hmm.
But then like I kind of like that it was like I don't know. There's things about that movie that I felt kind of like underscaled, kind of just like.
Well, Get Out was a smaller movie. This movie's about like fucking worldwide domination.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
Like Get Out's just about how older people are just taking young African Americans and putting their fucking brain or whatever into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Right.
And this one is about fucking clones.
Yeah.
Taking
all
over the world.
all underground.
Yeah, all underground.
Which I'm assuming it's nationwide.
Yeah. Probably not worldwide, right? Probably just,
No, well, because the only thing it said in the beginning was it said like throughout the United States there's underground tunnels.
Lupita Nyong'o. She's 36.
Yeah,
She looks like she's 24.
Yeah.
Great skin.
great skin.
So hot. She's Kenyan too, by the way.
Oh, she's Kenyan?
So yeah,
I believe
she
that.
definitely looks African.
She's super hot.
No offense, not trying to be racist or anything.
She is African.
She looks like she's from Africa.
She's black.
Yeah, people, please
Please,
don't cancel me.
please.
Christ, Mike.
I didn't mean it.
Christ, Mike. Back off, would you?
I mean, we'll talk about the characters real quick. I didn't really like the husband, to be honest.
No,
he
he
kind of
sucked.
bothered me most of the time.
He sucked.
Yeah, he was
sucked.
pretty blunt.
He sucked. The son sucked, and he sucked.
Yeah, the son was very annoying with that fucking Chewbacca mask.
All the guys in this movie sucked. Even the fucking friends
Yeah, the
sucked.
friend. Yeah, he sucked.
All the guys in this movie sucked.
The daughter was cool. I
Yeah.
feel like she did like the most.
Yeah.
The wife was good. I thought the wife, the actress Lupita, she brought it in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know, her face and her eyes always like watery and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Just
And then
water.
the crazy acting.
Yeah.
Her the crazy.
Oh
part.
yeah.
Yeah, it was really
She
good.
pulled the most heavy duty as like the clone.
The tethered.
Yeah, the tethered.
Yeah.
I mean,
anthropomorphic.
Anthropomorphic
tethered figures. And like the
We
movie,
have to say it at least once.
Yeah, we have to. Yeah, that's what I said.
Anthropomorphic.
and like the movie has some really good imagery. Like when they first show up and they're all standing at the top of the driveway, like that's pretty like shocking to see. Like they're all standing
Yeah,
there.
like that was creepy.
Yeah, like shit like that. And the music, the score in this movie,
Yeah.
is top notch.
Yeah.
Like the mix that I got 5 on it. That
Oh,
weird
yeah.
mix they do. With
Yeah.
the
spooky.
You know that shit. Yeah, they do the bass. Yeah, like later in the movie, it's awesome. And like the soundtrack's so good when like NWO comes on later in the movie, like they're killing them.
Yeah.
But like I don't know, it's mostly just like I like literally right from the start, I noticed like there's something off here. Like when the family's just talking.
Yeah, it's just like
The dialogue
the
was
dialogue
bad.
and
Yeah.
the plot.
Yeah,
Like not the plot, not the overall arcing idea. It's
no, because
good.
the idea is cool.
Yeah, it's the nitty gritty parts, the in betweens, the hellos and goodbyes, like the normal conversation, and just the normal shit. Like when them at the dinner table, it just didn't feel right.
No,
It was like because like compared to Get Out, like when like he's talking to the girlfriend in the beginning, I don't know, like all that interactions was so much more genuine.
Yeah,
It felt
that
real,
movie.
yeah.
That's what
like-
I was trying to say. Like that movie did that kind of stuff better.
Yeah, and it was like it was kind of like I don't know. Yeah, no, I know. Like, as far as the dialogue, it definitely makes.
yeah,
a
like
big
when the dad
difference.
rolls up in the boat and he's like, "Woo, I got the boat. It's
Yeah.
cheap."
Yeah,
Yeah,
this feels
It
off.
dropped to like
It's
almost
like cringy.
like
Yeah.
TV, like
Yeah.
comedy.
It's like this is
Like
is this,
sick-
this is us.
Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah.
Is this Blackish?
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah, back the fuck
Cancel
off.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Canceled.
You keep blowing it. Dude.
Cancel culture.
Yep. But like, what else did I like? I like the idea of them seeing them like weirder versions of them.
Mhm.
You know, that is shocking to see
Yeah.
throughout the movie. Like when the white family, even when they have theirs,
Yeah.
you know, and they get all killed. What do you guys think? What do you like, Chase?
Give us 15 things you loved and
Yeah.
15 things you hated.
Number one. No,
Number one on our list.
I mean, it was the violence was shocking.
Yeah, I like the violence.
Yes,
Yeah, it was
that
bloody.
that
Yeah,
was
it's a bloody,
like,
gory,
yeah.
good movie.
I mean, I like the
that.
concept. It was just like I feel like when that finally when she explained it at the end and like everything kind of you have that payoff. It just felt like it was like too late.
Yeah,
Like it was, and I was like, "Oh, that is pretty cool," but everything up to this point just really wasn't executed well. So I feel like it's a waste.
I
Like,
do feel like this movie struggled with pacing.
Yeah,
Where
it did,
in the
yeah.
beginning it was like trying to lay groundwork and then it went a little too far because we were kind of like, all right, this movie needs to pick up.
Yeah.
And then it picked up hard.
hard. Yeah,
when
like
they
the family
showed them on
shows
the
up.
Driveway,
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like, "Wow!" Because you saw in the trailer, I'm like, "This is already."
Yeah, it's like
beginning,
15 minutes into the movie.
Like the
Yeah.
movie went
20
from
minutes.
like a 2 to like an 8.
Yeah.
Right? And then it was like, whoa, it was like riding at an 8.
Yeah.
But then during like 3/4 of the way through the movie, it started to feel like it was stretching again.
Yeah.
So it was like kind of starting to taper back down off that 8 down to like a 6. And then you're like, all right, there's going to be some crazy twist at the ending. It's going to jump up to a 10.
Yeah, like we're all waiting for the twist. Like you said, the Matrix guy. You know?
Yeah.
The fucking,
it got to the point where it was like, there's not enough time left. Like I said, I literally said watching the movie, the next scene has to be her walking into a room with a character explaining everything.
Where is the plot, though? It's coming.
It's the Matrix
like the architect of the Matrix.
The architect vis-a-vis concordedly.
Like you're waiting for the plot dump to come. You know it's coming. Yeah. It does. Like she literally does.
I kind of called it, and then it literally happens.
Yeah.
She walks in the room, and the evil version just lays plot on you, fucking hardcore, and tries to explain everything, and you're just left trying to catch up the pieces. I mean, that's not really a twist. I mean, there is a twist in this movie. The twist, I don't know if we're just going to blow it now, but the twist is that, obviously, the evil one from the tethered version is... When she first saw her when she was a kid, they switched positions.
Yeah.
So it's the tethered version that's been living in the real world playing as the mom, which you think is the good one the whole time, right? So that's the big twist in the movie. Mm-hmm. But the shock value of just learning all that plot isn't really enough. It's not a twist.
Yeah. It was.
That's just you catching up to where the runtime on this movie is.
Because once you see the second set of clones,
yeah.
Because like the first set was like, oh wow, this is weird. Like a family has a clone of them.
Yeah, it's like family. Oh, it's paranormal.
But then you see the second clone,
and you're like, oh, this isn't paranormal. This is like organized.
Yeah, this is getting a little weird.
Yeah.
Then they sit down and watch the TV.
Yeah,
and they see that it's a fucking countrywide attack by clones.
Yeah, and they're all.
So then you're like, okay, this
America.
is turning into some fucking apocalyptic type shit.
Yeah.
So then it's literally the fucking twist factor, because it's coming. I cared less and less. About the twist. By the time it came, I'm like, all right.
And then I called the twist too. Well, I didn't think they were gonna do it, but I was like, oh, it would have been cooler if they actually switched girls when they were young, and it was the evil, and then they do. Then it's like,
because there was like,
but the
obvious.
movie's kind of predictable.
It was obvious.
Yeah.
It's like
fucking predictable.
Like, oh, would have been cool if she, switched.
Yeah, and then
literally 2 minutes later. Oh wait, one more twist, and did another flashback.
It's too predictable.
Yeah.
You know what this movie reminded me of? This movie reminded me of like 28 Days Later level of like cool, like global scale.
Yeah.
Global scale tragedy, like mid-level kind of movie, like not a fucking great movie, not a horrible movie. It's not fucking. It's not.
There's some really good.
It's not yoga hosers.
There's some really good cinematography in this movie. Like I like when the kid's walking backwards into the flames and the slow motion.
Yeah.
It's just like mid-level.
Yeah,
just enough. Andy Dalton.
I don't know, this movie. I feel like it's bigger than it should be because of the Jordan Peele songs.
Yeah.
Get Out pushed him to such a high level because, oh my God, the Key and Peele guy's making horror movies.
Yeah, is that what it is? Is it just the shock value that a YouTube guy is making fucking videos?
Well, Comedy Central Mad TV guy.
Oh, right. It didn't start on YouTube?
No.
Oh, okay.
He's from Mad TV.
It started, yeah. Oh, he was a writer, right, originally?
No, I think he was on Mad TV.
He just as an actor?
Yeah. And then he was on Key and Peele. And then they broke, that ended.
Yeah. And, but wasn't he a writer the whole time?
Yeah. I mean, they wrote Keanu in Key and Peele.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Remember Keanu?
Yeah.
Then he jumped to Get Out, and all of a sudden it's like, I remember the movie was coming out. I was like, ooh, like Jordan Peele's making a horror movie. But then it got nominated for like Best Picture.
Yeah.
And then he followed up, and they're like, oh, he's doing another horror movie.
Yeah.
I think,
and it was this.
if I didn't have any expectations, and someone was like, oh, this movie Us looks weird, and I didn't know anything about the background, I could have enjoyed it more.
It's the reviews. It's
like
the high critic reviews, and just the fucking wildfire of it. The word being spread about it is what just like creates.
I want to see the Rotten Tomatoes score of this movie actually, because I mean the Metacritic is an 81, and that's pretty high.
This is fucking pretty high.
8 out of 10.
Like, yeah.
Because personally, it's not an 8 out of 10 for me.
No.
We're no critic here.
Well, we're trying.
93 certified fresh.
Wow.
Rotten Tomatoes. 61% audience score.
Oh, wow. That's a different flop.
There's always such a fucking difference, dude. And I always agree more with the audience.
Yeah.
No, because we are the audience. But I do agree.
What changes when you become a critic? You just put on these glasses. Oh, I'm sorry. They're money glasses.
Well, when you're a critic, you analyze the movie much more in depth than you.
Well, because you think about what it takes to make a movie. I don't care. I don't go to a restaurant and be like, "Oh, this dish is good because they open the restaurant, they pay the bills to put the lights on, and that fucking chef shows up at 8 a.m. every day and cuts carrots and fucking." I consider all of that work when it comes to if the chicken parm isn't as good as another chicken parm, it's just not as good.
Yeah.
I didn't choose for you to make it. You chose to make it. You're putting your thoughts in a fucking movie and putting it out on display. It's not like I fucking credit you for doing what you want to do.
Yeah, they never line up. If like critics rate it high, then
I hate that they put on those money glasses, dude. It's because they're getting paid to do it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If it's your job to fucking rate movies, and that's what you get paid for. You're not going to be like, "Us sucks," and you're not going to do it. Everyone out there is loving it. You rate by hype. You don't rate by quality. I have such a gripe with fucking critic reviews, dude.
You do. You always have.
It's so annoying.
I'm the opposite. I love critic.
They rate by hype.
I love my life, boy.
Watching and listening to critics,
dude.
But I don't always agree with them.
They rate by hype. I just said it. I'm sticking to it. It's gold. And it's like, oh, the next Avengers is coming out. 10 out of 10.
No.
10 out of 10. Oh, you're right. It's not a 10 out of 10.
Avengers Endgame didn't get any fucking 10 out of 10.
It's a 9.8. It doesn't matter if the fucking time travel makes no sense. Probably the worst time travel in any movie ever. But no, it's fine.
10 out of 10.
No, but I just hate critics.
I know you do. You've been consistent on that at least. Yeah. All right, this movie made $71 million its open weekend. That's a lot.
Was this movie cheap to make?
It was.
I could picture that.
It definitely was. Hold on, let me pull it up.
Like 15 million or something?
It had a budget of $20 million.
And
it made 71 in its first weekend. So this movie was very, very.
I mean,
very
I don't
successful.
know. It's not like I'm not. It's not like I don't want him to stop making movies. It's not like if he made another one, I wouldn't be excited.
For a dude who's only made two
like
movies, he's off to a fucking fantastic
I like what he's
start.
doing.
Yeah.
I just don't like the fucking the hype.
I think he's got to get off horror. You know, he did 2 horror movies. You got that out of the way. You go do something else, sci-fi or something else. I guess it's sci-fi. I don't want to do another comedy. But
the thing is, the horror aspects of this movie weren't bad.
No, they were good.
Yeah, it's just logistical things. Like it just doesn't make.
It's just like instead of making like a slasher movie, which he could have made, he made like a high concept fucking clone movie. You know, with some slashing and goring.
Yeah.
I think he had a lot of good parts. He just maybe added too much of others and just didn't really smooth it all out.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of different sides to it. You know.
Yeah, the pacing's a little off, and then just the logistics of it all.
Yeah, and then the ending. It's not a bad ending. It's just didn't care.
Yeah. I mean, but it could have been the same ending. But if the story was told differently, he could have cared more. He could have saved himself. You know?
This movie opened up with $71 million. Guess what was number 2? This is so easy because it came out this. Think about last March. MCU.
Oh,
the last
Infinity
MCU
War.
No, Infinity War was 2 years ago.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
Well,
Jesus.
a year ago. For Endgame, what was the last MCU movie?
Spider-Man?
No, it was after.
You
saw it twice in theaters.
Thor?
No.
Ragnarok.
Twice? Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel.
Yeah, these other movies aren't that good. Wonder Park, 5 Feet Apart. I don't know what the fuck that is.
Captain Marvel.
How to Train Your Dragon 3. Tyler Perry's Medea Family Funeral. What a bunch of fucking
Jordan Peele won against Tyler Perry.
Picked a fucking good weekend.
All right. It made $175 million in the United States, and it made 80 overseas to a grand total of $255 million.
Made 80 overseas?
Yeah.
Wow.
For a $20 million movie, he made $255 million.
Wow.
God damn.
That is insane.
Put that one in the win category.
Oh my god! And he produced it. He probably made like.
Oh, he made a ton of the profit.
Oh my god! He probably made like $50 million on this movie.
Yeah, no.
He's set for life. Just for this movie can Get Out.
Good for him. You know.
All right, cheese. All right, cheese.
Cheese.
All right, cheese. All right, facts, man.
Oh,
is there anything good in there? Because I'm actually interested in this.
Yeah, no, I got some good stuff. So Antonio Brown.
Actually, I just read another thing about Antonio Brown.
I pulled that up.
It says right here, Antonio Brown raped a chick.
He's accused of. All right, this is what he did. Hold on. All right, back to our Antonio Brown report.
Well, hold on.
He's accused of 3 separate incidents where he sexually assaulted and raped a gymnast he met while attending Central Michigan and later hired as his trainer. And the accusations are he exposed himself to the victim and supposedly kissed her without consent. Second incident, he allegedly masturbated behind her while she was watching TV and ejaculated on her back. And the third one is that he pushed her face down into a mattress and forcibly raped her.
Oh my God. Okay.
The fuck?
The other ones were like, oh man, that's not good. And the last one's full-blown rape.
Yeah, but then there's another one that just came out that said he is denying everything, obviously. Yeah, he's not going to come out and be like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's true. I busted a nut on her back.
Yeah.
I'd do it again.
Damn, dude, that's so fucked.
That is fucked. So the thing is,
canceled.
I always get confused too with how so if the NFL steps in, there has to be obviously there's still an outside investigation and then a league investigation. How soon would anything happen?
I don't know.
Like besides the Patriots being like, oh, you know what?
So your question is, does he play on Sunday?
Yeah, does he play on Sunday?
So that's your question.
It said it's a lawsuit. It said it's a lawsuit. I don't think it's not criminal charges, is it? It is. Yeah.
Well, I mean, those charges do sound things like pretty criminally.
It's pretty.
Well, the NFL would have to do their own investigation. Obviously,
it's pretty rapey.
But that's what I mean, though. It's like they'll do their own investigation. So unless it's like, hey, we have this evidence, then maybe they're like, okay, yeah, he's fucked.
It's like, he pulled out his dick to try to get a blowjob. She said no. He kissed her, and she was like, no, don't kiss me. I don't like you. And he's like, okay. And it's like, oh, then he jerked off and came on her back, dude. Wow, that's a Louis C.K. level of weirdness. And then the last
Louis C.K. came in his own belly.
And then the last one is. He bent her over and raped her.
Yeah.
It's like they just continually got worse until it was crown jewel, full-blown sexual rape.
Oh my God, this is so bad.
But man, my question too is like,
the guy's insane.
And it's all happening at once.
Yeah, but you could never have guessed this level.
I didn't have to. All I said was something's going to happen. I said, you don't think anything's going to happen? It's Antonio Brown.
How many off-season chapters of Antonio Brown are there before he even plays a single snap?
Dude, just wait for the 30 for 30 on this fucking week. Just wait for the 30 for 30 on this goddamn week.
Oops.
I didn't do it.
I didn't do it.
Oh my God. I'm just kind of pissed because
didn't this happen before with Peyton Manning? Where a trainer that he was in college with
something
that he
happened.
then had work for him that he fucking made advances on her?
No, wasn't it a guy? They pulled some prank on him where he didn't he do something weird like that?
I thought there was
him or something.
Maybe it wasn't Peyton Manning, but I thought there was another. Wasn't there something like a year or 2 years ago about? I thought it was Peyton Manning. It was like a fucking quarterback or somebody who. It was the same thing. It was like a trainer from college that they then had work for them that they had made advances on, and it was rape allegations, or not rape, but sexual assault allegations. But then the shit ended up nothing happened.
I'm just pissed because they traded it. They're like, oh, we're getting ready for Antonio Brown. Let's trade Demaryius Thomas, and then literally an hour later,
Demaryius Thomas even play?
No, he was inactive.
Dude, we don't need him.
No, we don't need him. But they were also planning for Antonio Brown. Yeah, they would never have traded Demaryius Thomas.
So now you wonder, are they just going to be like
catches. I don't care.
I wonder if they're going to be like, all right, well, now that we got rid of him, we're going to hopefully
Thomas isn't even that great.
No,
he just looked good in the fucking
preseason. I know that.
He's not that great.
He's been declining.
When we played him, we hated him.
Yeah.
When we played him, he was terrible.
Yeah.
I was like, he never really was that. His ceiling's not that high.
Wow, someone wrote right here, what's the name of Antonio Brown's 30 for 30 going to be called?
Yeah, dude.
Literally.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Well, we should probably get back to talking about the movie.
This is fucked up.
Breaking news.
That is crazy, though. I
think the Patriots might. I honestly do think they might release him in the morning.
Yeah.
In the morning?
I don't think he's. I think he's gone.
Yeah.
As much as that pains me to say that, I think he's gone by tomorrow morning.
Dude, I wish I was.
Yeah, because they don't fuck with that, and then
after the fucking Aaron Hernandez shit.
Yeah, dude, I wonder what sports
this is such
radio
a distraction
is saying right now.
Yeah, and they're not about distractions.
No, he's gone.
And with fucking Hernandez, like the very next day, it wasn't like they basically said like, "Yep, yeah, he's all set."
Wow.
Maybe they can cancel it. The Mary Thomas trade somehow.
Like, hey, come on back.
Yeah, maybe they haven't signed yet.
Yeah. Sure,
right.
cancel it.
Facts, man. Hit
Facts. Us. Well, Antonio Brown was born March 30th. So the Bible verse, the Jeremiah 11:11.
Oh yeah.
The actual verse reads, which this is something that you first see with the weird homeless guy holding the sign,
the hobo,
and then there is a lot of 11:11 that pops up. So it is, therefore, thus saith the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them, which they shall not be able to escape. And though they shall cry unto me, I will not hearken unto them.
Oh.
So it sounds like revenge.
Nothing about clones, but
maybe or just about getting somebody.
There's nothing in there about clones or the duality of man.
Yeah. Is there anything about clones in that quote?
Or even the duality of man, which is mentioned in the Bible a lot, which has to do with a good and evil in you. But
yeah, it's like the two versions.
That one's just about evil.
Just nasty.
It's just nasty, bad things going to happen.
So the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk, the interesting thing about it was it actually has a storage and shelter area that is underground.
Oh, shit.
Part of that, I don't know about that escalator going down, but it says that there is an underground tunnel system under that boardwalk.
Wow.
Which is pretty weird.
So where is it? Santa Cruz, it said?
Santa Cruz, yeah.
Weird.
So people have believed that us could be a pun on the U.S. life and how it is in America. Basically, the idea that the overclassless battling limited spots and resources. So the typical underclass versus the upper class.
Oh, she does say we're Americans.
Yeah.
I thought that was a weird line.
So it's kind of...
you know what's funny? Most of the movie I was thinking about that line. I was like, that line is important. What does it mean? I guess it wasn't all that important, but I guess...
Well, that's what it means.
They feel like they're real Americans because they're the ones being the puppets.
Should we feel...
They're the ones pulling the strings.
Should we connect with them?
What?
Grab a shovel.
Since we're the underclass?
Let's get in the backyard.
We're not the fucking 1%, you know?
Yeah.
Mm. All right, go on, Chase.
So the fact that Red, who is the tethered version of Adelaide, this is what they'll consider her, does speak English, looking back can be a clue because she's the only one. All the rest of them can't speak English, and that's because they were obviously downstate, like underneath the ground, and never taught or anything like that. And then also another indication that her vocal cords were damaged or hoarse is because, one, she hasn't been able to talk to anyone. And then also being choked when she was younger could potentially, maybe have damaged her vocal cords, which is why she had like a hoarse throat. Which kind of makes sense because that's why she wasn't talking when she was young. And it's also another nod to when they're on the beach and she's talking to her friend from Handmaid's Tale.
Yeah.
Or Handmaid's. Is it Tale?
Yeah.
Oh, it is? For a second, I was like, that can't be right because it's a show. It sounded weird.
No, it's Handmaid Tales.
Handmaid Tales.
No, it's Handmaid's Tale.
Pinwheels. When she tries talking to her and it's like awkward and she even says like, I have a hard time talking. So it's almost like another reason, because she's the fake one. She's not the real one.
She's the evil.
But she somehow lived a life and had kids. And met a guy and fell in love. And...
Yeah.
I thought they didn't have souls.
This is a house of learned doctors. I wonder what they do.
They said they didn't have souls.
Oh yeah, there's only one soul.
Yeah.
How come she isn't doing what she's doing down there then?
Oh yeah. Because they control each other.
Right. Well, no, they don't control each other. The top people control the bottom people.
Yeah.
Everyone on the bottom was copying everything they were doing. If you're folding laundry, you're a fucking weird version of you.
Yeah.
Folding nothing.
Yeah.
Sweaty and
if
shit.
you're eating rabbits.
Yeah.
Right. What the
so
fuck?
why wasn't what the good girl was doing in the fucking basements controlling what she was doing? How was she
I
able
wanted
to
them to
live
shed
her own
more
life?
light on the control because the son at one point is able to control the kid to walk back into the fire. And I was waiting for something like that, almost like an Annihilation with the weird creature, and they were like mimicking.
Yeah.
So I was waiting
like when
for
they're
a
holding
point
the
of, like,
scissors.
like when they realize
they're holding the scissors and you're not, so you just go like this and make it stab itself in the fucking neck.
So that connection, I was wondering what the
maybe when they're fighting and when they're dance fighting, kind of where it keeps flashing back to the dancing.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the part where like the tethered one is the one that's struggling. And the other one was clearly winning that fight.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, so that maybe that's like when she knew every move was coming because she's actually the real one.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
that's true.
But then she comes at her with the fucking scissors like an idiot. She's just like, she does it like real slow too. She's like, ah.
Yeah.
And just gets stabbed like easily. But I don't know.
She gets gutted.
It's a semi-plot hole because the kid does control his.
Yeah.
And makes him
and
burn alive.
all of the other ones are controlled.
Yeah.
Like they show the whole.
Except for the main one. We'll go on, Chase.
So Adelaide's shirt, if you notice, her shirt actually becomes more and more stained with blood, ultimately revealing her red, like how they're all wearing red, the people from down there. So it's one of those little hidden gems.
Nice small little detail.
Nice little detail.
I like it.
Wow.
Yeah, you know, they got a lot of details.
Look at the facts, man.
This one was actually pretty interesting. So the tethereds, when they come up, like basically what they're wearing, some of the reasons why is because Adelaide, you know, the girl at the time who got snatched down below, most of her memories were of that time. So, for instance, the reason why they all wear a single glove was because of Michael Jackson at the time, and that being a popular accessory, which was kind of interesting. And then the same thing with the Hands Across America. That was on TV right before.
And she was wearing the shirt.
Yeah, and she was wearing the shirt, so that was something, too, that when she came back, that was part of her, you know, wanted plan to, like, complete.
What a weird fucking plan.
Yeah, I know. To, like, still do that is interesting. Like, okay, well, so what's the point of that? Like, why do they...
Well, just to show everybody in America that we have been living
below. Yeah, I know, yeah.
I mean, they won.
Yeah.
Like no one killed their copy.
Yeah,
except for, like, the dad.
They were clearly struggling.
Yeah.
At the end of the movie, there was smoke piling out and fucking helicopters.
Yeah, like most of, like 99.9% of the copies won.
Anything else?
And then interesting enough, Adelaide's character, the only person she ended up killing was her, well, I mean, you find out it's a twist, but still her own character, and then that one girl that like comes back to life. Oh, so it was kind of interesting when they said, yeah, like she had the chance to like finish off her daughter in the car crash, but didn't. So, you know, the only person they killed.
Yeah, because she maybe deep down knows.
Yeah, well, she feels bad because she used
bad
to be underneath there.
Like she doesn't remember, but she deep down knows.
So she only killed out of self-defense.
Huh? What a stupid bitch.
You know who's a stupid bitch? That girl's accusing Antonio Brown. Can't she just let us win?
Yeah,
oh my god, yeah.
Keep your fucking nonsense down there in Florida.
Yeah, if you really want to piss off people, just say, why now?
Yeah, why now?
Why now?
Why couldn't you do it when he was on the Raiders? Isn't it always weird how shit's timed like that?
Yeah.
You know, like why would she file it? Like, why wouldn't you do it like, I don't know, 3 weeks ago when he was...
Well, I don't want to make any assumptions, but if it were to be fake, then the timing would make sense.
Yeah, but okay, so then that's it's odd timing.
Yeah,
well, if it's fake,
he's on the Patriots.
Well, if it's fake, they're doing it to fuck over the Patriots.
It's so weird.
If it's real, then okay, it's real.
I just don't get like why.
Did you guys hear about
how the Raiders? He's been in the news for fucking weeks now.
But if it's fake, then it would only make sense to do it once he's on the Patriots. Well, he wouldn't do it when he's on the Raiders.
I'm not trying to say like in the world's against the Patriots. I just feel the timing's fucking odd.
Yeah. Did you hear about that guy? I think the East Providence police arrested him. The guy who posted about he was gonna after we acquired Antonio Brown. He's a Giants fan. He's gonna shoot up Gillette and shit.
Yeah, really.
He was in court wearing a Giants jersey.
Yeah, and then when a cop, I don't know if it was in the court or like when they went to detain him, he told a cop, like threatened a cop and told him that he was gonna come for him and his son or some crazy shit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they interviewed his I think it was like his girlfriend or something. This big fat white chick. And it was so funny. Like me and Heather were watching, and I'm like, "What's in her hand?" And it was a candy box. You know, like the ones you buy like Walmart and stuff. Like,
and the big
candy box.
Yeah.
And it was like, I was like, "What candy is that?" And I think it was fucking Nerds.
Really?
And she's on the news, right? She's like fucking 300 pounds, big fat white chick.
Oh my God.
And she's holding her box of nerds, leaning up against her door, talking. I never knew he was gonna do any of this. and she's holding a box of nerds.
Oh my God.
Like what?
What the
Put
fuck?
the candy down. You're on the news.
I know about your boyfriend, husband, whatever. They just got arrested.
For threatening to shoot up Gillette Stadium.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I bet he doesn't even own a gun.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I don't own a gun, but I'm thinking about getting one or something like that.
Yeah.
Put the fucking nerds down. That bothered me so much.
Hey, lady.
Fat idiot. What the fuck? People are fucking so stupid, man. All right,
He's just mad because his quarterback is Eli Manning.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not for long. That kid Daniel Jones is going to play soon.
This season.
Definitely. All right, Chase. Tom, whatever the fuck your name is, hit us with the reviews.
All right. The reviews are in. Antonio Brown's a rapist. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
Fuck. God damn it. We're so fucked.
No, we're not. We're fine. We just blew out the Steelers with none of those guys.
Yeah, we're number one in the power rankings with
none of those guys.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Go on.
Go on. I feel better. Go on.
All right. 6 out of 10. Spoilers. Ending completely ruins the film's logic. Warning. Spoilers. Spoilers ahead.
Okay.
Look, it's an interesting film. That's an okay way to kill 2 hours, but the ending completely ruins the entire premise of the film. The mother we believe to be the good mother is actually the evil version, who swapped identities in the beginning of the film. The original premise that the mother does not remember what happened in the mirror house is perfectly logical. She has amnesia due to fear. However, the amnesia and fear does not hold up if the mother was the evil version all along. There should be no amnesia, and the only reason for it is to deliberately trick the audience. Number 2. If the mom was the evil version all along, she shouldn't be scared of a shadow of herself, as she claims. She could be scared of being revealed to be the fraud, but not of a shadow. Again, purposeful misleading to trick the audience. Number 3. Why does a good version go insane and decide the only way to get revenge on her evil self is to raise an army of evil duplicates that murder their good halves? Again, contrived and makes no sense. Number 4, why didn't/couldn't the good version of the girl use the escalators to escape the evil realm? This really just doesn't make sense. Number 5, how the hell did all the evil versions have enough food/water to survive? Number 6, surely not every single copy of everyone in the world was stored in one bunker shown, so how did the good girl convince all of the evil copies of the rest of the world to arise? Like, how did she convince millions and millions and millions and millions of people?
Over 30 years.
When she, how does she even, are all the bunkers connected with millions and millions and millions of people?
Like one phone.
Yeah.
I have an announcement to make.
Yeah, it's a little far-fetched that she was able to.
It is a main point now that that person mentioned is blaring to me.
What?
When she was young, when she was the little tethered girl, was able to go up that escalator, grab her, even showed her dragging it back down.
Mm-hmm.
Why at any point
did
she
just leave?
Just take the escalator up?
Yeah.
Why didn't anyone be able to take the escalator
Yeah,
up? How did she get away?
Why can't any of the copies just leave?
Yeah.
And you could say, because they're trapped, they're tethered by the actions that but that doesn't because that doesn't work, because then they leave.
Yeah.
They leave when they want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
When they decide to leave, they leave.
Yeah, that's what they did.
She said something like that. Something special happened. There was a line that she said.
No, she said that they knew that she was special, but that only makes sense once you learn that she's the top.
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm just talking about that night when she said that when she went into the mirror house.
Yeah.
Why did the little girl all of a sudden break the tether and just become conscious and walk up the elevator?
Right.
The escalator, sorry.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know she just said that. Yeah, that night there was a miracle.
Maybe because the top version of her went there, it led the bottom version of her there. But wouldn't that mean that anyone that went in that mirror house's copy would have been there?
True. I feel like there's some plot holes here.
Seriously, there are probably many, many more issues with this film, but God does it destroy itself by trying way too hard to set up a profound twist that just completely illogical. All right, now the bad review. 1 out of 10. Utter garbage! Exclamation points. My wife and I went to My wife and I went to see this movie, and I have to say that it was just a silly movie. The entire plot was unrealistic and bland. We actually laughed out loud at some of the idiotic scenarios. The fact that Lupita was handcuffed to a coffee table and couldn't move it an inch was ridiculous. How heavy was the coffee table? I looked at my coffee table when I got home and shook my head. A child could drag it all over the house. The father was just a soft black man. The father was a soft black man. I'm black, and I couldn't believe it when he dropped the bat in the hand of the clone. He limped around the entire movie, just weak and feeble. Oh, and when the family got into the Land Rover, and the daughter actually agrees with Lupita about who would drive the vehicle. So in the middle of being chased by crazy clones, they actually argue about who would drive, ? The father had an injured left knee. He could have driven the vehicle, but
yeah, I know.
but he instead sets his weak self in the passenger seat. The daughter actually drives the vehicle, ! So in a desperately dangerous situation, a 12-year-old girl drives a very capable Land Rover. Utter nonsense. Get Out was far better. Mr. Peele, please go back to the drawing board. Those reviews were good.
And even her handcuffs, it was a really wide chain.
Yeah.
Wide enough to hold the steering wheel.
Yeah.
So it's not like, I mean, as long as you were being kind of careful,
easily.
she could have
easily could have drove.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dumb. It was just because earlier in the movie they said you can put your mind to anything you want to put your mind to, and she was like, "I want to drive."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "You're not driving." She's like, "I'm putting my mind to it," and I was like, "She's gonna drive this movie."
Yeah.
Like I knew she was gonna drive.
Yeah. Like the way they brought it up.
Yeah, I was like, she's gonna drive a fucking car in this movie when when shit's hitting the fan. Ugh, too predictable.
I'm fucking dumbfounded by this movie.
Yeah, I'm a little let down.
I'm thinking about the movie and not in a good way. It's not like one of those movies where you walk away and I'm like, wow.
Yeah, no.
That was a good movie. I could think about that for days.
No.
It's like, I'm thinking about it now, but tomorrow I'm going to literally never think about this movie again.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot of wasted potential.
There was, for sure.
There was so much good original stuff here. It just wasn't put together.
The imagery was shocking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The idea was original.
Yeah,
I
like the idea of the movie.
Mm-hmm. Just the execution and the actors.
The acting was great.
Well, I didn't like the dad.
No.
And I didn't like any of the guys.
He wasn't terrible, but it just
so maybe same actor,
more of his
but
character.
Just different performance. But I mean,
yeah, this guy, they should have wrote him. I don't know why. I'm assuming there's a reason why he was such a softie. Like, what was the meaning? I don't know, because like he was just moping around.
You mean they just wanted it to really be about the female?
Yeah,
they wanted it to be about her. You know,
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah,
I really do. The fucking little girl's doppelganger clone, she kind of freaked me out.
Oh no, she freaked me out. Yeah,
her hair was like slicked back.
Yeah,
and her eyes.
Yeah, her eyes were like she had black bags under it.
Yeah,
she was definitely
even the little kid with that mask. He was crawling around.
Mm-hmm.
Creepy, dude.
Yeah, the burn face wasn't freaky
the way
at
the
all.
mom would walk with like her legs all close together and like tiny little shuffle steps.
Yeah,
yeah.
When they were in that classroom,
twitchy and stuff.
When they were in the classroom and she like walked backwards at her and like moved when they were going through the desks, that was actually pretty.
The dad's doppelganger, I hated. Just like I hated.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
Yeah, he was just
I like this big beard, but
he's stupid.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid. He gets chopped the fuck up by the fucking stupid motor.
Oh, I know.
Like that guy couldn't even swing a bat, dude.
Yeah, he never swung the bat.
He never even swung it. Cracked in the leg once with the bat.
Oh, he hit the guy once, but yeah, that was it.
No, he got hit once.
No, yeah.
And it was like at a weird angle.
Yeah, it's like
are you really crippled now from the one fucking hit in the knee? Jeez, don't.
It seemed like you maybe have like a. Like maybe it'd be sore, go numb for a little bit, but then it'd be fine.
Yeah, like, come
especially
on,
the
man.
adrenaline.
You can still swing a bat. Just fucking protect.
Yeah, he
your
only ever hit
family.
the guy once on the boat. Besides that, it's like and plus the guy stripped it from him so easily.
The daughter fucking is smashing heads in, dude, with a golf club.
Yeah, fucking daughter kicked ass. Fucking mini golf fucking club.
Yeah,
smashing people and feeling no remorse. She just murdered people.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And there's like a family that they just spent the day at the beach with that they probably know for years now.
Yeah. They
felt no remorse that these people were dead next to them.
They sucked.
Isn't that weird?
The portrayal.
That was weird to me.
Well, see, that was weird because especially at that point, it was like, oh my God. So there's other people out there. And then they turn on the news. Yeah. And like, since they showed
they were just in full-blown post-apocalyptic mode. There was no shock and awe.
And that's what it felt like.
It was just like, we gotta go.
Yeah, instead of it being dramatic of like, oh my God, this, and it being like feeling more local and personal, it was like, like now it's time to bug out.
It's like, we have to leave.
The dad's friend that he wanted to go to the beach so badly with early in the movie was dead.
Yeah.
His wife dead. Her two daughters dead.
There was not even one reaction out of
Nothing.
the dad.
There wasn't a single fucking reaction from any of the characters.
Well, other than the mom going, they're dead right here on the ground. What more proof do you need or whatever? But
Jesus Christ.
The dad had no reaction.
Nothing.
Even when they were watching the TV and then like it scales back at the end, like the camera, then you can see that the daughter, one of the ones that comes back to life, was in the table. Like her body just laying there.
Oh yeah. It was almost like this is the end at that point, where it was like
it felt goofy to me.
Like, it was almost funny at how much they didn't care about what was happening.
Yeah, fucking weird. The tone was all over the place in this movie.
Yeah, no, it was.
You know, like you don't know if it's a sci-fi or if it's a straight horror movie or if it's kind of goofy a little bit with the dad driving a fucking
like unrealistic. Woo! Yeah.
That's why I feel like
it felt all over the place.
This movie had enough material to have like 3 other separate movies. Like if you just picked a part of it and then made up the rest going with it. There was just a lot of stuff to it.
All right, let's give our review and let's see if it's going to make the shelf.
All right, Mike, you go
our
first.
Movie collection. I did choose it, and I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. Ooh. And it's not going on my fucking shelf. I'll tell you right now.
Wow.
I have no problem with it.
Wow.
Don't mind it. I'm not sure if I'd recommend it.
Yeah.
And there's no spot for
it. That's it.
Chase?
No, you can't ride in the trunk, bud.
What's that
There's over 120 years of military combat experience.
Oh, when he's talking to the fucking...
He's talking to, Ryan Phillippe.
Yeah.
With my own two.
All right, Chase, what do you think?
I guess I'll give it a 2.5.
If you guys want to put it on the shelf, I don't give a fuck. If you both did say, I don't care.
I know. Well, yeah, I know.
I don't care.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yeah, it's all right. Well,
I think I voted no more than anyone else.
yeah. If you vote yes right now, I'm literally gonna be fucking weirded out by you.
You said you didn't care.
I don't care.
You said you guys put it up on the shelf. I don't care.
A few movies now.
You said you guys can put it up on the shelf. I don't care. And then you said if you vote yes, I'm gonna be so weirded out.
I am.
There's 2 choices, yes or no. But it's like I don't care what you do. But
if you say
yes,
I swear to God.
No, I mean. I guess I give it a 2.5 because
it's 5 out of 10.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking say yes to the shelf.
No, Jace can say yes. You can't.
Yeah, I feel like because he has Get Out, lately, obviously now I think of like would I recommend it? Yeah. And so I think of I always would recommend Get Out.
I would recommend Get Out.
And because he has that, it kind of spoils it in the sense where you compare this to it. Mm-hmm. So I feel like because Get Out is a movie he did before, is the more successful one. I feel like I don't know if I would refer it to somebody because of that. I'd be like, oh, you're better off watching Get Out.
Yeah.
So that I don't think I would.
And Get Out would go on the shelf, I think.
Oh yeah. I could just say it right now. We could save ourselves, a movie to watch, and I'd put it on the shelf.
Yeah, Get Out can go in there.
But I don't know. I don't think I'd put it on the shelf.
Wow. Doesn't make the shelf.
First one. I don't know. Our first movie.
It was I don't know. It was goofy in the beginning, and then my big thing was waiting for the payoff and waiting for to learn about it. And then when it all did happen, it was either it was too late or that is kind of cool, but they just went about it all wrong, and it just didn't save itself, or redeem itself. Any of the cool twists didn't redeem itself. Yeah. So.
And a movie like that where it's supposed to be jump scares and you're kind of supposed to be really into it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I was on my phone a lot.
Yeah.
I was trying to get my money back from Amazon.
Oh,
that fucking John Wick thing, but
I don't know, maybe the hype was the problem too. I was expecting so much from it.
There was some hype for this movie.
There was a lot of hype. Yeah.
Hype ruins it.
Yeah, I'll give it a 2 out of 5. 4 out of 10. That's so
4
bad.
out of 10. That's a bad movie.
I don't know if I agree with that.
That's
Maybe
a bad
2.5.
movie.
Yeah.
I give it a 2.5. I give it a 2.5 out of 5. I think it's a 5 out of 10. And no, it doesn't go on the shelf. No. The biggest problem with this movie for me, it's one of those, it's an easy diagnosable thing. When you watch a movie and you're sitting there watching it, the characters are up on the screen and they're making decisions.
Yeah.
If those decisions are annoying,
yeah.
then that's a fucking huge hit, man.
Yeah.
Like it's like that's a yes or no for movies. Like, are the characters annoying or are they not? Do they make choices you think they would make, or do they make weird decisions that you're like, why are they doing that?
Especially in a movie where it's supposed to be smart.
I hate
you know?
where movies do that. I hate that more than anything, when I sit there and I just question why characters are doing things and when the characters are just annoying. You fix that problem and you fucking can get past a lot.
Yeah.
You can get past shoddy acting. You can get past dad being a puss. You can get past a lot of stuff as long as the characters are annoying and they're doing things you think. This movie, they're doing a lot to drive plot. Mm-hmm. They're leaving. They leave that house. We have to leave. And it's like, why? I don't get, why do you have to leave? You're better off staying.
Yeah.
But they have to leave because they have to go to the fucking underground shit and they have to figure all this stuff out. There's like way more movie plot to unravel.
Yeah.
So it's like these decisions are constantly made. Like at the end, there's no way they can explain all this unless she walks in a room and someone's standing there and literally tells her everything. And it has to happen because that has to drive the plot.
Yeah, because like I get like, if you want to leave, if it was just their clones, right, and they're the only ones getting attacked, then I understand leaving.
Yeah,
they have to get away.
Yeah.
But as soon as they see the other clones, and then they see the news report, that it's a fucking, a countrywide attack.
Yeah.
You're right. The best option for them is to stay in that fucking $1 million house.
Yeah, because the clones that would be coming for that house are already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your clones are the last clones you have to worry about. So you're better off just bunkering down and letting them come to you.
But no, they had to move the plot along.
And you can even get the vibe, like one of the things I read kind of confirmed it, where it seemed like the doppelgangers or the tethered only killed their copies. Like
they were
them,
very.
They captured them and stuff, but they didn't.
Yeah, the blonde chick even tried to kill that kid at one point, and she couldn't do it, and she backed off.
And then what's his face? Eric from Tim and Eric. That's what I always think of. Or was it Tim? No, he's Eric.
Yeah,
Eric.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was messing with the dad. When they were walking down, he's just playful. He even went in there. I mean, he had the scissors. I mean, maybe he would have done it for self-defense. But,
yeah.
So, I don't know. At the same time, for that, it's like, well, then, you're probably good. No one's looking for you.
Right.
Actively looking for you.
Right.
And I think the thing about Get Out was there was decisions made that I kind of thought that I would have thought the same. Where as far as in the beginning when the guy, the boyfriend starts noticing shit, he's kind of quick to notice it. And then even his friend, I love his out at the end when his friend just knew something was fucked up. And showed up or whatever, but it was kind of like one of those things. I don't know. So that movie,
it's realistic characters.
Yeah, it did better with.
It's okay to do a crazy situation. Do realistic characters in a crazy situation that are reacting to how crazy things are.
Yeah,
and I will be on board.
I feel like that's what this movie is missing. That crazy, the fun friend who shows up and kind of saves the day.
Realizes how fucking bonkers everything is.
The boyfriend, when he starts knowing shit's up, he keeps calling his friend, and then he's like, "Dude." And he takes the picture.
Yeah.
He sends him the picture of the weird brainwash guy that he sees. He's
it's like if you were in that situation, you were trying to figure it out.
And
what were the things you would do?
It makes it so much better because it is hard to get over.
Makes a huge difference, dude. That's a major thing that I noticed right away. I was like, man, this is annoying. Yeah. These characters are annoying,
especially in horror.
Thing that I said it when we were watching it. A fucking gun would have went a long way.
Yeah.
And I didn't see a single bullet fired.
Yeah.
Even on TV, even when there was helicopters and shit, and there was smoke and fire, and the country was burning.
Because they're just standing there.
Yeah. Where's the guns?
Just mow them down.
Where's the fucking guns?
Mow them the fuck down.
Jesus Christ.
Where's the National Guard?
Yeah.
What they're there for?
What the hell?
I don't know. Not realistic.
Nope. Not realistic. Bad. Doesn't make the shelf. 3 no's.
Yeah, get the fuck out.
This is their first 3 no's. And it's the first one that doesn't make the shelf, and it's the first 3 no's.
And it's supposed to be a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a new movie that's critically loved.
Wow.
And we fucking all three do
this goes into the fucking biggest blunders category. Down the line 10 years from now when we review all the biggest blunders.
Best of our movie podcast. By then, we'll have like 40 different new podcasts.
Oh, so. Yeah.
We'll be old and famous, rich.
Oh, man, I can't wait to do our Star Wars. I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah, me too.
I am.
I'm actually looking forward to being able to watch it all in order because that's like the ultimate. It's gonna be fun. I haven't since even before Force Awakens. I haven't watched them all in order. Yeah, and that's going to be like the ultimate refresher.
It is. It's going to be great. But there are some new movies that are coming. Like we didn't see it, and we probably won't for this podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's too long, and I do want to see it, but I might even wait for DVD.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to sit there for 2.45.
Yeah.
But Joker, we're seeing for this podcast.
Yeah. 100%. That movie looks amazing.
But next week is Chase's week.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to do Joker. I have a pre-release screening.
Yeah, okay. So it is your week next week. We'll see what you choose.
I'm going to do a good fall movie for September.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What's a good fall movie?
Cider House Rules. Apple cider.
That's the word cider.
Tobey Maguire.
I mean, maybe we can keep up the horror movie theme since we're not going to be able to do much in October. But it's up to you.
I could do one, Yeah, I'll have to pick a good one. Maybe I'll do a football movie, Air Bud.
You do Invincible?
Yeah, I'll do that.
You do Invincible. I kind of want to watch it. I want you to choose it.
The Ladybugs soccer season.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, fall soccer.
That movie will not hold up. I'm telling you right now. That movie will not hold up.
Hey, I get no respect, dude.
Yeah, no respect,
I get no respect, man.
I'm fucking coaching the soccer team. Yo, I'm fucking making my girlfriend's gay little son fucking play on the team for me.
Yeah, go ahead, tranny.
I get no respect, man. I go home, my wife, I get no respect.
We'll see. I'll think of a good one for next week.
I'm excited. See what you choose, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I guess that's where we'll end it.
All right. All right, folks.
Wrap it up.
Folks. Thanks for listening, y'all.
Right. Oh, yeah. Leave a like and a comment.
Yeah.
Crack, wrap it up. Don't forget.
On Instagram.
Hey, and don't forget, Antonio Brown's a rapist.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
fuck.
Bum, 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 bum,
Bum, bum, bum, bum.
Rapist.